Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I will be teaching you how to make this simple pinch straw fascinator. It's very simple to make. I mean, it's very easy. You do not need to be experienced at all to be able to make this fascinator. Like I always say, you do not need to have any experience at all to be able to make any of the designs we put out here, because I teach them in very easy steps, so it's beginner friendly, right? So this beautiful fascinator, you can make it for yourself, you can use it to start a business, you can make it as a gift for someone, you can make it for your daughters, right? So if it's something you'd want to learn, stick back, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. So the first thing we want to do is to identify the wrong and the right side of our straw fascinator base. So we need to be very careful at this point, because most times we mistake the front. In fact, both sides look similar, so we mistake the front for the back at times, and we mistake the back for the front. So you want to be very careful at this point, so that you are not pinching on the wrong side, right? You are supposed to pinch on the right side of your straw. That's, you're supposed to pinch at the front. So this is the front, yeah? And then that's the front, and then that's the back. I don't know if you can see. Let me bring it closer. So this is the back. I identify it because of the continuous stitch, and then the front because of the broken stitches, right? So now that we have identified the front and the back of our fascinator base, next is to mark the center. So I'm going to fold it in half and then mark the center at both ends, right? So I fold my straw in half. First of all, I'm going to mark the middle, and then I'll mark the far end, because I'm trying to get the center of this straw, and then I mark the near end. So I mark the middle, the far end, and then the near end, right? Good. So if you have a ruler, you can just draw that line straight there, but I don't have a ruler handy right now, so I'm just going to do a freehand drawing. So I'll just join that point to this one here, and then I'll join this one, join from this center point to the other end of the straw. So that's a straight line, even though I didn't use a ruler. Okay, so that's a straight line, and then we have gotten one of our straight lines, right? So that's the length. So let's get that of that, the width of the fascinator. Let's get another straight line this way, right? So I'm still going to fold the fascinator in the straw in two. Yes, so we want to draw another line. So I'm going to fold the straw in half, right? So these lines will help us when we are these lines will help us when we are pinching our our fascinator. Remember, it's a pinch straw fascinator, so that these lines, these marks we are making, will help us when we are about to pinch our fascinator, so that we would have equal, so that everything will be equal at both ends. Okay, so we're just going to join the lines again. Yeah, So I'm just joining that one. So I'll join this one to the center, and that's it. You are supposed to mark at the front of your straw. Yes, not behind, because you're not pinching from behind, you're pinching from the front. Mark in front and use a chalk. A chalk you can clean off easily, right? So I'm using a chalk and I would clean it off once I am done, and you would not see any mark left. So always mark in front of your fascinator, right? In front of your straw. Good. So I've marked there, right? So that's the line we are going to be pinching on. Yeah, so that's the line we are going to be pinching on. So we have prepared our straw. Okay, I'm left-handed, so I had to turn the straw this way. So this is where we're going to be pinching from. Okay, yeah, so we're going to pinch like that up to the other end. So but before we start pinching, we would need to take another measurement so that we would know the exact points we're going to be pinching. So the first measurement I'm taking from that end is 4 cm. Remember, not inches. And then next I'm taking 5 cm, and then I'm taking another 4 cm. So I first took 4, 5, and I'm taking another 4, and then I'm going to leave whatever is left there. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. So you see, when I pinch on the marks I made, right? So I'm going to do the same thing this way. I'm going to take, first of all, 4, and then I'll take 5. Okay, that's 5. And then I'm taking another 4. Yeah, and so I'm just going to leave the excess, right? So yeah, I'm leaving that one, right? So it's time to pinch. It's a pinch straw fascinator, so it's time to pinch. First of all, I'm going to bend this backwards and then pinch the second mark, pinch on the third one and bring it towards me, pinch the center, bring it towards me. You can see the shape of our fascinator is already coming out. I pinch the next mark, bring it towards me. I pinch the next one, bring it towards me. You have to be careful at this point, otherwise you lose all the pinches. I pinch again, and then I pinch the last one and bring it towards me, right? So once you're done pinching, you start straightening your straw, start shaping it into what you want it to be, right? Or into what you want it to look like. So yeah, we want that side out because that's where we're going to put on the head, and then this is the side that is going to be up. So we're just shaping it into what we want it to look like before we hold our pinches or our pleats in place, right? So that's it. That's the back. You can see how neat it looks. Yeah, so that's how easy it is. Like I told you, you can make it at home. It's so easy, right? So see, I'm still trying to shape it. Yeah, because I'm gonna sew it now. So I'm still trying to shape it to make sure everything is in place. Right, so everything is in place. I have the shape I want now, and so I'm going to pass my needle, pass it to the other side, holding down all the pleats I made, all the pinches I made. Yeah, making sure that none. Yeah, so I'm just going to hold everything down. Good. Yeah, it's quite hard, so yeah, so it's quite hard because the straw is a bit thick, so I'm just trying to pass it through. So you have to be careful here so that you don't get needle pricks. You have to be really careful here so that you don't get needle pricks, okay? So while you're doing that, you still keep shaping your straw and making sure it's not losing its shape, okay? So, and then you place it on your mannequin head to make sure that the shape you want is still there. See, still there. Yeah, so that's the picture of the one we're trying to recreate. That's the first one we made. So we're trying to recreate it. We're trying to teach you. So that's what we did with that one. So yeah. So you see that line? You see the line I made? So I'm going to clean that off now. Don't forget to clean it. Most times we forget to clean it off. So don't forget to clean it off. And I'm not using anything else aside water. So it's just that piece of cloth and water, nothing else, because it's chalk. It will clean off very, very easily, right? Yeah, so I've cleaned that off now. And I'm just going to complete sewing my my pleats. I'm just cleaning off some other ones that didn't clean off properly the first time. And so I'm just going to complete sewing this. I have the shape I want, so I'm just going to complete sewing this one and then end it, right? Pull it properly so that your pleats look tight. Make sure your stitches are tight and not loose, okay? So that otherwise you would not get the shape you want. So I'm just going to end it behind, yeah. So I'm just ending it behind now, and then I'll cut off my thread. So that's how easy it is to make the pinch straw fascinator, right? So I'm just going to cut off the thread. Yep. And then so next is our Alice band, okay? Next is our Alice band. Right, so that's it. Okay, right, so that's ready now. That's ready now. So you can see I'm trying to show you that the side that is going to be on the head is bigger than the side that is going to be up because of how we pinched it. So if you use all the measurements, all the markings I gave, this is how it's going to be, right? When you pinch it, the downside will be like some 2 inches or 3 inches bigger than or wider than the top side, right? So next is our peacock quill spine, right? So you see it's straight. You can actually use it straight like this because some of my students or my customers want it straight, and some of them actually want it curled or curved, right? So it comes straight like this, all right? So you just want to curve it a bit, not totally coily. You just want to curve it a bit, right? So we're going to curve that now, and what I do is just to take a scissors and just start, I don't know what to say, whether stripping it like this or pulling it like this, right? So I just open my scissors and I just keep doing this till I get the shape I want. So I just keep doing it like this, so till I get the exact shape I want or the exact coil I want. So I don't want it to coil, so I'm just going to keep watching the top. Once it gets the way I want it, I'll stop. And so that's exactly what I want, and so I've stopped, right? So next is our rose. That's the rose. I'm trying to look for one that is flat and not yeah, so I'll use this particular one. Okay, yeah, so it fits perfectly. Okay, so that's it. so our peacock quill spine is ready, our rose is ready, and then next is our Alice band, right? So if you've watched our other videos, you remember what we said about the measurement of our Alice band, right? Yeah, so most of our Alice bands are usually 14, right? So to get the point where you attach your fascinator, you just subtract 8, you just subtract 6 from 14, and that gives you 8. So that would make your fascinator sit in between and not high up or low down, okay? So I've marked my 8 now, right? And then I'm just testing to see if my fascinator will sit well when it's placed on the 8, and you see, sits perfectly. So I'm going to measure 5 from my 8. So if you haven't watched our other videos where we really explained this measurement, please go watch them. So I'm going to measure 5 from that 8, and then I'll mark it, right? So I'm marking my 5 now, and that's where my fascinator should end when I place it on my Alice band. And then don't forget that small space is important. So I'm just applying the candle glue now to my Alice band on the 5 inches space I marked out on the band. Yeah, so you see I'm avoiding that 2 inches space down here. So I'm not applying any gum to that 2 inches space down there. So that's it. And then I'll just place the middle of my fascinator on the Alice band, right? Yeah, so I'm just going to hold it in place to make sure it's a bit dry before I let go of it, because most times with this straw it's difficult to actually glue down. So I just need to apply a little pressure and then hold it down a bit to make sure it's a bit dry before I let go. You see, it's not even properly dry, so I'll just hold down a bit more, and yeah, so I think it's okay right now. So you see, we're not done yet, and our fascinator is already given. It's so beautiful. So we're not done yet. We have to attach our feather, and then we'll attach our rose, and then right, guys, so we're just going to take it off now so that we can attach our peacock quill spine feather. Right, so you can attach it anywhere. You can attach it to any angle you want. You can just do what you find beautiful. So for this one, I'm attaching it here. Yeah, you can attach it anywhere you want. You can be creative with your designs, okay? All right, so I'm attaching this one here. I added a lot of glue because I would be attaching my rose as well. So just attaching both of them together. And then after attaching it, I can now adjust the feather to the position I want, right? So yeah, I've attached it properly. Make sure you hold on to it till the glue is a bit dry before you let go. Otherwise it will fall off, especially with the straw base. Okay, so that's how it looks, right? So just make sure it's sitting properly. So that's how it looks. Okay, right, guys, so let us know what you think about this video in the comments section. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've learned something today. Hope you've seen how easy it is to make a pinch straw fascinator. Yeah, so give it a go. Make yours and let us know how it goes. You can use any color of straw of your choice. You can do any design you want. You can use the same color for the straw, the rose, and the feather. Just be creative. Just be creative with your designs, okay? Right, guys, so that's how beautiful it looks. That's how beautiful it looks, guys. Let's know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bells. Bye.